Hello friends and welcome back to Picture Astrology. In the series of analysis of planets through various houses for different ascendants, we are going to talk about effects of Sun in 5th house for Taurus Ascendant horoscope. So when you have a rising sign of the bull, which is Taurus, 5th house falls into the Virgo sign. And we have Sun placed here. Now Sun, as we know, is the lord of sign Leo, which happens to be in the 4th house. So we have 4th house lord Sun placed in the 5th. Now generally when the lord of 4th is in the 5th house, it is considered a very beneficial position which confers many great qualities to the individual native. However, to understand the full extent of this placement, degree of Sun has a big role to play, and we will see in next few minutes how the degree of Sun affects the interpretation in this case. So before we get into the details, let's take a quick look at the numerous significance of life which this Sun directly impacts. So first of all, Sun is the lord of Leo sign, 4th house. So 4th house affairs are going to have significant impact with this Sun here. 5th house obviously, because Sun is placed in the 5th house. From this position of 5th house, Sun will have a direct aspect on the 11th house. So all the 11th house affairs like your gains, money you earn from your profession, your friend circle, your social circle, your fame, how much people know and respect you, all of these are affected by this placement. So as a quick reference, I have listed down the high level significance right here, and we can talk about them one by one. So generally speaking, the lord of 4th in the 5th is considered one of the best combination. It is also because 4th and 5th have a lot of semblance, or these two houses are very complementary to each other. So let's say 4th house shows your education, and many people even take 5th house as the house of education, but 5th house definitely shows the kind of skills you acquire by formal education. So we take formal education from the 4th house, and the skills or art you earn from undergoing that formal training is the domain of the 5th house. So 5th house is something which comes to you very naturally. Therefore it is also called the house of Purva Punya, meaning some things which you have done well in past life so that you just get it in this life. You don't have to really work hard on those items. So when you have the lord of 4th in the 5th house, all the classic texts say that this is a person who has born with a lot of Purva Punya. And as I said, Punya can roughly be translated into luck. And according to Vedic Astrology, the first level of luck is that you are born in a good family. See, the first thing, as soon as you are born, you don't get a chance to choose your mother or father. You are just born in a family by sheer dint of luck or your Purva Punya. So when you have this 4th lord in the 5th house, especially the Sun, it generally means that you are born in a well-respected family, a family which takes good care of you, a family which imparts good moral and ethical values to you. And in many times, if other planets are favorable, family is also very well known and financially also very well equipped. But this placement, you cannot 100% deduct about financial or money matters of the family, but as far as the ethical and moral standards of the family are concerned, you can definitely say that the person has been really lucky. And generally it says good mother, good father and good elders, blessed with a family of good ancestors. Now another thing, when the sun is placed in the 5th house, shows is that the person more or less gets a great education. Also, they are naturally inclined towards learning new things. See, sun is the core of your being. Sun shows your soul. It shows things which you love to do. And 4th and 5th house both are related to education in some way or the other. Especially with sun being, or 4th lord being in the 5th house, it shows from the great education you also learn great skills. So it shows, good education, and the education being fruitful, which imparts you great skills. And because sun is directly aspecting the 11th house, this in turn shows that a person who is well known for his education and skills and good behavior and good conduct, and he gets good gains and social recognition because of this. So you see how these are so very well related. 4th house lord and 5th house having a direct aspect on the 11th clearly shows great education, that education culminating into wonderful skills, that in turn culminating in a public recognition of the person. So many people who have academic excellence or who become head of an institute or who are well known in the society for their good conduct or for their position or power, because sun also represents politics. So if the lord of sex, which is Mercury, the ascendant, which is Venus in this case, and Jupiter, some other planets are favorably placed, the person can acquire a good position in political life also. They are someone who always are like merit holder, who try to get at the top of their class, someone who gets scholarships very easily, someone who become famous or well known in their town or village or even the country because of their academic excellence. So this kind of placement of sun naturally inclines a person towards those deeds. Now one thing to notice, monetary related things depend on the lord of 2nd as well as 11th, which in this case happens to be Mercury and Jupiter, because there is the sign of Gemini and Pisces here. But surely sun being the Karaka of fame, aspecting the 11th house, which also shows recognition in the society, one thing which you can very easily and almost with guarantee say that whenever you see this sun, that the person is going to be well known among his friend circle, well respected among friend circle, as well as popular because of his conduct in the society. So we saw that this placement is actually supposed to give many great things to an individual chart. But one thing which must always be noted is that the degree, the extent to which the person will be well known, the extent to which person will be well read, well educated, depends. So it could be to very high degree or it could be to a moderate degree. And one of the things which determine this extent is obviously the strength of the other placement and other planets, how they are playing. But one important thing is the degree of sun, that this sun is placed at what degree. And the reason being, sun right now is in Virgo sign and it is slowly progressing towards the Libra sign, the next sign in the zodiac. So, and Libra is the sign of fall or debilitation of sun. So the higher the degree in this Virgo, the closer the sun will be to Libra, and the lesser this degree would be. So ideally, for this placement, the sun in the 5th house, the more closer the sun is to the 6th house, it can cause reduction in all those great things or good qualities we talked about. It will definitely impart it, okay, because the sun is still in the sign of Virgo. But depending upon the degree, the lower the degree, generally the better this placement of sun is assumed. And this concept is applicable to sun especially because sun is a fast moving planet. It moves pretty fast. In 1 month it crosses this one sign and moves into the another sign. So this degree affects sun to a great deal. So this is one of the concept which is generally more or less applicable to any placement of sun. So if you want to learn astrology and you want to learn it seriously, then always pay keen attention to the degree of planets, especially when the planets are fast moving planets. So friends, this was my quick analysis of sun in the sign of Virgo for Taurus Ascendant. I hope you liked it. Please do like and subscribe to my channel for more such interesting videos. Thank you for watching the session today and hope to see you soon. Have a great time. Bye bye.